Morning, guys. How are you? It is 6:34 in the morning, and I'm up. Ooh, my wig is feeling real crunchy. Because I slept in it, but I forgot to put a bonnet on, so I had to fix it. But I'm up, and I have to wash my face. Ooh. But I'm up. We are. They're in the other bathroom. We are going hiking at the Makapu'u Lighthouse. So, oh, sorry. I'm in the bathroom. So, yeah. So, because we're going hiking, we're up because we want to hike before it gets too, huh? Oh, my hair is just, I don't usually sleep in brown sweat. We want to hike before it gets too hot, so it's not as, tell me, it's just a 30-minute hike to the top of a lighthouse and back. So, yeah. That's what we're doing. So I'll see you guys when we get there. Everybody's up. We're not leaving till 8. It's an hour away. So we want to get up, eat breakfast, stuff like that before we have to go. So I'll see you guys when we get there. Here we go. Hi, guys. It's us. It's the Kasumus. And we're going hiking. There goes Papa Bear and Baby Bear. Missy, pay attention where you're walking. She's like enamored by cars. Enjoying this down because we actually had to park on the street. Come on. We actually had to park on the street. There you go. So I'm enjoying this down walk because that is where we're hiking. We're at Makapu'u Lighthouse Trail. It's a 30-minute hike. Well, it's supposed to take about 30 minutes, depending on, babe, Missy, stop kicking the rocks. Depending on how you walk. So we shall see how long it takes us and how many steps we get in. Oh, waves bring your ledge, high surf, leash it, clean it or lose it. Volcanic landscape. Here. Summit is a paved road that was built to access the lighthouse. This road trip distance is 1.5 miles. My shoreline trail is an unapproved dirt path about 1 to 2 miles long, one way. Hiking safety. Oh, the winter time. Summer, they close at 7:45. No restrooms are available in the park. Okay. Yep. Fire, light. Hi, how are you? Good. We have our falling rocks. Warning. Hazardous cliff. Warning. Oahu. We're in. Hello. Welcome to Hawaii State Parks. Warning, high threat area. No. Look, sorry I'm quiet, but I wanted to do a voiceover for this park, so I want you guys to see how pretty it was. This hike, oh my gosh. So before you go hiking, do your research. That's number one. Number two, before you go hiking, use the bathroom. This hike almost killed me. Like, I literally felt like I was about to die. Probably by the time we got to the first lookout, I was like, oh no, I ain't doing this. How much farther we got to go? I'm ready to stop. Um, and there were some other girls on the trail, and they was like, no, you got it. You can do it. Keep going. And I was like, I don't know, because by the time I'm not used to walking elevated. So, and then being heavier and my breasts being heavier, it was a lot. I thank God so much for my husband because it was a couple of times he had to get behind my back and push me because I was like, I can't do this. My daughter handled it. For him, it was nothing because you know he's military. They wake up every morning, they exercise every morning. So for him, it was absolutely nothing. Um, but for me, I was dying, like dying. Like I felt dead by the time we got to the top. But it was so pretty, so serene. The weather was beautiful closer to the bottom. This is the first lookout point, right? And up here I'm sitting down on a bench. Yes, I am. And look at that. Look how gorgeous it is. Y'all, this was the point of like, babe, we're deciding right now. Am I Are we finishing this or can we go home? Because you fine, but I'm dying. But it was so freaking beautiful. Hubby just took the camera right here. Because he was like, babe, do you want me to get closer to the so they can see it? And I was like, yeah, sure, because I'm not getting up right now. I need a break. um, but it was so freaking pretty. Look at that. And it's not like it's not like a subtle elevation. It's like the only part of the trail that's flat is the beginning where you guys saw like the road signs, the hazard signs, the history of why this exists. But then after that, it's just straight incline till you get all the way to the top. That's all it is. Everybody was friendly. Hi guys, show you guys. So look how high up I am. All right. This is how up I am. I'm tired. I've been resting a couple times. I'm walking now almost an hour. But, yeah. So, we walking. We're going. It's windy. So sorry about the wind. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a moment. So at this point, we are close to the top. I think it has 4 lookout points. And when I say I stopped, at every single one, I stopped at every single one. Like, no joke, stopped at every single one. Um, But at this point, the next part is so we're at a lookout. We're at the last lookout before you get to the very top right now. And if you guys can see that sailboat all the way back there, there were whales. And my smart self was recording on my phone because, and I thought I was recording on my phone. I had my phone out and I thought I was recording. And when I looked down, I didn't even press record. And so I was like, shoot, okay, well, let me use the camera. I could zoom in. Maybe they'll show again. But no, we didn't. Someone said somewhere in this shot, these girls that were by us said, like somewhere in there that you could see the tails. But I didn't see anything. But do you guys see how high up we are? Like, look how small that sailboat looks compared to, we were really high up. Um, but we were trekking. At this point, that's the lighthouse. That is the actual lighthouse. We made it. We made it. Nisa, tell them. We made it. We finally made it to the top. Oh my gosh. It was like a sigh of like a, so you see how I'm focused? We was on these rocks for a minute. Why? Because my hubby thought the rocks were whales, and then we realized they wasn't moving. We must have been delirious because we sure as heck could not tell that they weren't whales. But yeah, so this was so pretty. Look, we're finally at the top. We reached the top. We reached our glory. We did it. It took us a really long time to do it. A really long time to do it. The people up there were so friendly. Like I said, it was optional to wear a mask. We tend to not wear masks when we're outside in the open like this. Um, and let's be honest, you can't breathe in a mask. So there were people with masks. I think you're gonna see us. These ladies were super friendly, and my daughter was talking to their dog. But there were a lot of people in masks, and there were a lot of people without masks. But it was optional, and you can't breathe in a mask. Walking up this hike, I probably would have died for real with a mask on. But all right, guys, so now we're starting our descent. And you would think I was excited about the descenting part of it. I was like, oh, let's go. The descending, sorry, part of it. I was like, oh, let's go. Let's get it. We gonna finish this trail in no time. Like, we good, you know? And that was not the case at all. Oh my gosh. So, all right, for all of my big breasted women, walking downhill like this. Do you remember being a kid? When I was a kid, we used to do things, stupid things, like roll our bodies down the steepest hills we could find. Just roll our entire bodies in the clothes that our mamas bought us, and get green dirt stains, red dirt, green grass stains, and red dirt stains all over our clothes. That's just what we did. A lot of kids do it. I don't think kids do it nowadays because they be so into technology they don't even know how to go outside. But I digress. But yeah, so now that is what it felt like going down this hill. Um, I had to, I was like on my tippy toes, not by choice, but because my breasts are large and they're heavy. So my breasts kept making me go forward more. So to the point where at one point I was doing a little jog, and my husband's like, babe, are you running? I was like, not intentionally. Like, this is horrible. It was so horrible going back down. Um, I got a little break on like the little flat parts there were, but even going back down, I had to stop a second because I was like, my back is killing me from walking forward. So I was like, well, let's try to stand up straight and arch my back a little bit backwards to kind of keep me from this slight jog that this trail is making me do. Um, And yeah, that was awkward because then I couldn't see. Like I looked like a superhero. Like I had an S on my chest because the way I was arching. But then I couldn't see nothing. So I was like, okay, we just gonna do what we do. If I do a slight jog, that'll just pull my steps up even more, and my height, and my calories and stuff, I'll burn more. We're good. It don't even matter. Um, but it was a lot. And at one point, my husband, there was a group of guys coming back past us, and my husband was like, babe, you okay? And I was like, no, my titties keep making me run. And it was like 7 guys in the group, and they all started laughing, and I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm struggling. And it was a lot. It was a lot, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did not give up on that first lookout. I'm glad I went further because the payoff with the views was awesome. It was so worth it. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. This is probably the most beautiful list, I don't know if that's a word, place we've ever lived. And we're not water people. We're not a water family. We don't really do pools. We don't do beaches. Um, but this we sat down again. Missy needed a break. She said her legs were hurting and my back was hurting. But we don't really do pools. We don't really do beaches and stuff like that. So this was kind of, new for us and different, and it's so pretty. At this point, so little funny story. We're walking after that. After we sat down, we're walking, and I hear something like, and I'm like, what is that? So I look and I'm like, Miss, your nose stopped up. No, my baby was crying. And I was like, babe, what's going on? And she was like, my legs, they hurt so bad. And I was like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. We're almost done. It's almost over. We don't have that much longer to go. Like, we're doing it. And we ain't got that much longer to go. And she was like, oh. So my husband agreed to carry her. But because he was carrying her, it made him jog a little bit. So they left me. At one point, they were so far gone from me, I couldn't even see them. And I got to them and I was like, oh, so you decided to stop, I see. How long it took you before you realized I wasn't right behind y'all no more? And he was like, her being on my shoulders is making me run. So I was like, okay, cool beans. So that was him stopping to check on me. Um, and he literally, I mean, y'all, he a champ. He carried her more than halfway. We were less than halfway. I think that's how you say that. More than halfway down? Yeah, more than halfway down, back down. He carried her on his shoulders like this. And she was in heaven, y'all. She was like, I'm on my daddy's shoulders. Like, that was just saying to everybody, I'm on his shoulders. I'm on my daddy's shoulders. My legs hurt. But yeah, so see, like right now we're really close to the bottom. Really, 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 really close to the bottom. And I was just like, oh my God, we can see the cars. Like, we made it. And I was proud of myself. So very proud of myself. Um, so proud that the next day I could barely walk. I I could barely get out of bed. My legs were on fire, my back, it felt like I had did a full body workout. And I guess from like moving my arms back and forth and all of that stuff, it really felt like I did a full body workout. I was whew, in pain, in pain. And my husband was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, it hurts, but it's a good hurt. I'm gonna soak in some Epsom salt. I'll be good. But it was cool. It was a nice little hike. So I'm gonna let you guys watch as we get closer to the bottom. And oh, last thing, I felt so bad. Like there were pregnant girls on this trail, and I was like, damn, my fat ass about to die, and y'all walking like it's easy. And I know it ain't easy for y'all, cause I know what it's like to be pregnant and pregnant when it's hot outside and walking. And then there was also a dude who rode his bike up. He said it took him, well, it was supposed to be 30 minutes. He said it didn't even take him that long. He rode his bike up and he was coming up to the top. He was at the top as we were getting ready to come back down. And if you watch closely at one part of the video, you're going to see a guy pass us on a bike. And he passed us coming back down because he's on a bike. Now, if you guys watch, you'll see how you got to be an expert bike rider to ride this trail, because you can't ride in the middle because people are walking, so you're kind of forced to ride on the edge. And I'm so sorry, guys. And there you go. There, I'm so sorry, guys. But and then so at one point, the edge really is just a sheer drop off. Like that's all it is a drop off. So I'm gonna let you guys watch as we get closer to the bottom. I enjoyed myself. Would I hike it again? Maybe in a year when I've lost some more weight and my body's acclimated to moving. Yes, but we're gonna do other hikes. So if you like to hike, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just want to tell you guys, just in case you don't know, wherever you live at, there's an app called All Trails that you can download on Android and on iPhone. And you should download it because you can filter it. And I'll probably put a clip of me going to it, filtering it to kind of show you guys what you can do on it. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by them, but it's a great app to find all the hiking spots in your area. And like I said, you can filter it by kid friendly, family friendly, paved, and it'll show you hard, medium, moderate. You can click on the hike, look at videos, look at photos, see the map of the hike, download it just in case you're somewhere without internet and you want it, your service is bad, but you want the map of the hike, you can download it. So it's really good. Again, the app is called All Trails. This is just the way I was so in awe of the beauty of driving up to this place that I completely forgot to record the other side of the road coming up because it was beautiful. And so coming back down, this is just us headed back down to the city. So I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. Continue watching though. Then bye.